Welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. And today we're playing episode 11 of the Path of Vengeance game, which has gone down a slightly different path to what we originally intended, because the party have ended up in a Mad Wizards series of demi-planes, but... yeah.
Yes, less Path of Vengeance, more Path of Exploration, unfortunately.
I'm Anthony, I'm the DM.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll get to the vengeance eventually.
Get to the vengeance eventually. Alright. So what
the wizard could be our first target.
What happened last time we played?
Right,
Well, actually, first, oops, introduce yourselves. Introduce your character.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Well, of course we're still doing that. I'm Scott, by the way. I'm a Tabaxi rogue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Zane. I'm playing Bloob, the Plasmoid Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I am 50 gigabytes, and I play Wick, the Kenku rogue.
Kema Queen here as Raquel, the Aarakocra life cleric.
Woo! All right. All right. Now, recap time. What happened last time we played? Previously on Path of Vengeance.
Alright, so we woke up to the village pretty much just being empty. Nobody was out doing anything. Nobody was, around. Everybody, I assume, was in their building sleeping. So we had time to explore. Mm-hmm. Look around. God damn it. Yeah, sorry. It's rush hour starting.
No worries.
Anyway, so we explored. I found a guy in a barn. Bloob decided to meditate, and Raquel and Wick were looking for stones. Shiny, and they found some shiny stones.
Shiny rocks.
We found sun rocks.
You found sun rocks,
yep.
Yes, sunstones.
They were sun rocks, which is the thing that the other clans use to make their laser weapons.
Uh-huh. And this clan...
Why are they buried...
Yes.
Why are they buried near this village? Makes no sense, because we later find out they're a clan of vampires. And vampires hate sun. And sun rocks are like sun.
Maybe that's why they bury them outside the village instead of keeping them in the village.
Or maybe just get rid of them.
Yeah. Have you tried...
throw them into the water.
Uh-huh.
But they're all vampires. How could they move them if they can't touch them?
Yeah, it's a little difficult to handle items that actually hurt you.
I mean, that does slightly also raise the question, who buried them then?
Yep.
Also, you could just have one of your dinosaurs just push it into the water. But I'm sure there's a reason why they're holding on to sunstones. Totally not ominous or anything. Anyways, we were invited to, I guess, the Elder's house for a feast.
Yep. And you were nervous about that.
Yeah, because, again, they're vampires, and some people think vampires eat people, even though they don't eat people, because you can't make more vampires if you eat something. You have to just drink its blood and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah. But either way, that could have been a dangerous situation. But, yes. What actually happened?
Well, there's a portal there, and you have the option of either going in or staying and potentially joining them as vampires, because that's what they want.
Yeah, they were. They are willing to make you into vampires if you are willing to consent to that. Yes.
Yep. And they also didn't seem to mind if we just decided to say fuck all that and go out the portal.
Mm-hmm. You've got to find.
That's kind of where we left off.
Yes. So yes. Anything in particular that you discussed beyond that in the RP chat?
Nope, we didn't. No one used it.
Okay. So you just continue to feast in the Great Hall?
I tried using it, but then I got the characters mixed up.
Okay, okay then.
Yeah, we just feasting.
Feast and feast and feast.
Mhm.
Though he will remember to bring his Drake back.
Oh, yeah, he did kind of send it through the portal to see what was in there.
Yeah, you have to summon it back, don't you?
Yeah.
So, you're eating, drinking, while the three elders just watch you eat and drink. Anything in particular you want to say to each other or to the elders while you're feasting?
I'll once again bring up the idea of we should stay here a little bit longer.
I have no problems with that.
Yeah, I don't see that entirely as an issue right now. But I don't think we should be here permanently.
Of course not
Raquel
permanently.
is very weirded out by the whole situation, so she is just surprisingly quiet for once.
Finally!
I'm sure you'll find the plane that suits you eventually. If you don't feel comfortable here, there are plenty of others to choose from.
Well, this plane here is nice. That's kind of why we want to stay slightly longer. Past couple planes we've been to, we had to, kind of run for our lives.
Some people prefer that sort of excitement.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, I'm not one of those people.
Very well. Feel free to settle in here. It's a
She's
pretty good
fucking
life.
dead.
Ellen is playing a different game in the background.
You forgot that the fucking ancient.
Sounds
dragon
great.
had weight.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if that's the case, I think I'll get going back to the blacksmith shop. I did say I'd help him out, and, might as well get to getting to help him.
Ah, yes.
You did. Just why?
Has he ranted about how impossible it is to quench a
Why did you just
blade
leave
in
her
the
there?
blood of your enemies yet? That's a favourite rant of his.
The blood of your enemies.
You know, some people talk about forging a weapon in the blood of their enemies, or from the blood of their enemies. Yeah, he hates that idiom. I'm sure if you asked him, he would be happy to explain at length.
I was gonna say, wouldn't oil work much better?
Indeed.
Well, that does sound interesting. Well, either way, I'm off. I'll bid you gentlemen a good night, I guess?
Why, thank you. And a good night to you, too.
Wick is just gonna say, well, I'm going to
Yeah.
go and head to the person that I didn't realize was a vampire and tell them that they can't actually see the sun because it will kill them. Because I didn't realize that the sun could kill them.
I'm sure they were fully aware that it would, in fact, kill them. Fear not. You have not sent a poor woman to her death.
I'm still gonna go and do it anyway, because I still feel bad.
Fair enough. Have the rest of you found gainful employment in the town yet?
Not really. I've met with the hunters. I've only just meditated with them.
Ah, yes. It is important that they know that you are of a stable mind. The hunters are of vital importance to our community.
Are there any sort of, like, healers? Do you guys even need healers?
No.
Yes, you do. You are fixing that. You are fixing it.
Any religious desires? Have you...
Oh, please,
have you...
no. No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Please keep your holy symbols away from us.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, Raquel just awkwardly, like, puts away her symbol of Cyrenita beneath her cloak. Okay, and then she's just gonna do the very awkward, like, I'm just gonna go now and, like, just kind of back out of the room, and I guess she's just gonna, I don't know, explore the jungle or something.
Fair enough.
Because this village is not as suited to her, but
No, a group of people that clearly don't like religion, don't need healers. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it all light that harms you guys, or is it just sunlight?
Just sunlight.
Then do the guns the other guys use harm you?
We'd rather not discuss that. I'm sure you will learn of such things in due time if you continue with the hunters.
Alright. I'm gonna go back to the hunters and see what they want me to do. Have a good evening.
Night. It's night.
Yes, I guess that would be the proper saying.
Okay. So Scott's come back to the... Yeah, so what's Wick doing right now?
Wicker's gone over to the
Oh,
person that he told
excusing
before
themselves.
and has
Come back
just...
to the village.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you find them hanging out some clothes to dry. What do you say to her?
Wicker's just gonna go to her and say, so, some vital information that I hadn't understood before is that most of, if not all of the people in this area are kind of allergic to the sun.
Yes, quite.
And so I didn't realize that, and I am really sorry.
Oh, it's quite all right. I didn't want to be the one to drop it on you if you didn't already know. And clearly you didn't. How do you feel about that, by the way?
I mean, I didn't know what a vampire was until today, so I don't really care.
You don't?
I'm resistant
No,
to
it's
necrotic effect.
fine.
Okay. Will you be joining us, perhaps?
Probably not.
Oh.
Mostly because I don't think me and my group wants to be on this plane. I mean, we're gonna stay around for a while, but not permanently.
You know? Don't have to stay with them if you'd rather stay here with me. I mean us.
I mean, I got some stuff that I need to deal with as well. Maybe in the future I'll come back,
Oh,
but
that's a shame.
there's still things I've got to do.
Okay. Well, look me up next time you're in town, yeah?
Sorry, can you say that again? I didn't quite hear you.
Look me up next time you're in town, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
I really like your feathers.
Thanks. They take a lot of effort to maintain.
Do they? Well, I suppose so. Is that why they look so... Is that why they shine a little in the moonlight? What do you use to take care of them?
It's kind of like how some people have hair products, except it's for feathers.
Is the sheen... Are the colours in the feathers natural, or are they part of the hair product that you have?
The colors are natural, but they go more with the product, I think.
I see. Well, it's very pretty. I like the way it shines green and purple in the moonlight. It's nice. I always thought crows were just black. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't like being called a crow, do you?
Why? Can't you come back to
I don't
material?
really mind it that much. It's
Oh.
I mean, the bird species that Kenkus are most similar with are corvids, so it's a similarity.
Okay. Would you like to come inside for a tea?
Yes.
I think
Maybe
I still
another
have
time.
some.
I kind of left some people, and
Oh,
I'd like to just get back to them, but maybe another time. Sure.
oh. You're already married, aren't you?
No, but I do not feel romantic attraction.
At all? Ever?
Nope.
Oh, that's so sad.
Why is it sad?
To never feel love? To never feel attraction?
I mean, I feel love, just not romantic love. Like, I felt familial love with my parents.
Yeah, it's not the same. Hopefully one day you'll meet somebody and sparks will fly. You'll feel drawn to them. Hungry for them. Anyway, I'm being silly. Go back to your friends.
I know what he means, but it was a while ago he told me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to bring that on you, but thank you for being
Or
understanding.
just me and Nick would come back for it.
Catch you around. And he's gonna leave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Scott, you went back to the Smith. Yes?
Yep.
Who's, of course, is hammering away at some blanks.
Yes.
Making some tools. Oh. How was your meeting?
It went pretty well. You know, got the offer to stay. I don't know if you really want to take that up just yet.
Oh. Got some, more to see.
Yeah, something like that.
Fair enough. Well, if you ever feel like settling down, this is a good place to do it.
It seems pretty nice, besides the other guys.
Besides the other guy? Oh, yeah, yes. Don't worry about the other clans. They're dumb.
Well, not to be rude, but that much is apparent.
Yeah.
But their technology is interesting, at least.
We prefer to keep things simple here. Fair. Being able to blast somebody at range is a bit dishonorable, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm more of a bow and arrow guy myself, so I can't exactly say range is out of my options.
Well, at least with a bow and arrow, that requires skill. Those things, you just point them in the right direction and press a button. There's no talent. There's no artifice on the part of the bearer of the weapon.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure with the right tweakings, it could be made to be a little more fair or fun, depending on how you want to look at it.
Yeah. Did you see that group that just used them for play fighting?
Oh yeah, that's unfortunately our first interaction.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's something, alright.
Yeah, something.
But I need the scythe molds filling up. Can you do that for me?
Oh, of course. But there is something I want to mention, or at least something that the elders mentioned that I was curious about. The idea of making a sword from blood, or bathing the sword in blood.
Can't be done. The amount of iron that's available in a single person's bloodstream is not enough to forge a sword from. You would have to kill ridiculous amounts of people, hundreds even, to get enough iron to craft one sword. And obviously, you wouldn't have killed them with that sword, would you? It's just stupid. And as for quenching the blade in blood, again, that's not going to be... You're just going to make a mess of the blade. It's going to adhere to the metal. It's just foolish. A bucket of water or oil will do a much better job. Much better.
Though, yours might be a little... How do I describe this? Well, you see, there's this legend I remember of a swordsman who had the option of felling an army of demons or, murdering innocents. In one branch of the story, he decided to murder innocents, killing 1,000 humans, causing his blade to change into basically a demonic weapon. Though, when he decided to fell the demons, killing over 1,000 as well, it became a holy weapon. There's nothing more than like a little tale I remember hearing from someone.
Was the sword sentient?
That's the weird part. He was just your average swordsman. It's supposed to be like some kind of morals on, following orders. Should you follow them or not follow them? But I always was fascinated with the idea.
Of a sword.
But again, I'm not much of a swordsman.
A sword that reflects your own morality, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. That's fun. Huh. Would you be interested in helping me make something like that?
Well, if you feel like that's possible.
Well, yeah, anything is possible with the right materials. Now, whether we want it to be now with the that's going to be, I imagine if the materials in question have not consented to the manufacture, then the chances of it, the blade becoming evil would increase. Maybe. Yeah, I'll ask around, see if anyone's up for it. I'm sure there's some people around here bored with
Yep.
doing this.
You mean the whole living thing?
Huh. Nothing really dies here. But every so often we get bored and want to take a new form.
Well, yeah, I'm aware of that. Me and my friends actually gave someone a mercy killing a while back.
A mercy killing.
Yeah, he's from one of the other clans. He didn't want our help, he just wanted to die. So, we obliged.
Oh. Maybe you should have brought him here. He winks.
Maybe we should. Oh well, something to remember for next time.
Next time you meet somebody who's done with this life. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll get those molds you're asking for ready.
Thanks. You're not sick of smelting yet, are you?
Not yet.
Good. I'll hop to it then. I'll be right here if you need me.
Alright, and I guess I'll just get to work.
Cool. And Raquel is going to be... You said you were flying over the nearby wooded area, yes?
Yeah, she's just kind of exploring the jungle because there's not really anything in her wheelhouse that she can help with in the village.
Mm-hmm.
So, might as well explore it. Still a new plane for them.
Yeah.
Plus, at least she gets to, spend time in the air, which is her favorite place.
Yay. A swarm of bats flies by.
Bats of what size?
Tiny.
Thanks, Eldrox.
Ooh, she gonna catch some. Catch and eat.
You're going to pursue the bats.
Yes.
Alright. Chase time.
Like, she's still a predator bird.
Indeed. Alright. Swarm of bats. Actually, let's do... What's your initiative?
+2.
Alright. Roll it.
And I have a fly speed of 50.
Yeah, you're gonna catch one pretty quick. D20 plus 2, please, Raquel.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Okay.
4.
So the bats are about 60 feet ahead of you at the moment. They move another 60 feet on their turn, flying as fast as they can. On your turn, what do you do? So they're a total of 120 feet away from you at the moment.
yeah, she'll fly after them and pull a dash
Nice.
to try and catch up. So 20 feet of distance, okay. And then, as a bonus action, she's going to cast spiritual weapon, and she's going to see if she can just like try and hit one of them. So
That's a D20 plus 5.
Did I do that since I've got a good perception?
yes, it is 14.
Doesn't seem to do any damage.
I'm gonna do that too. I'm alright with that too. Cool.
Oh,
Natural 20,
okay.
so 31.
All right, then that's turn,
Uh-huh.
and it's still daytime, right? Is it daytime
No,
or is it nighttime?
It's nighttime. It's nighttime. Which,
Oh.
for the vampires, is their daytime. If the vampires are up and about, it's nighttime. Does that make sense?
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah.
Um, da, 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 da. One of the bat that you hit breaks off from the pack, turns around, and looks directly into your eyes. Can you make a wisdom save?
All right, let's see. What do I add again?
Nat
Nat 20.
Very nice. Okay.
19.
Yeah, the rest of them fly on, but this one remains fluttering in front of you. It's just staring at you. What'd you do?
Okay, yeah, it just clicked that, the connection between vampires and bats, so she's gonna be like, she's gonna try talking to it for a second, be like, are you sentient?
It rolls its eyes and nods.
Okay, my bad. Alright, dismiss spiritual weapon, just be like, okay, well, there goes that bit of fun. Can I fly with you guys?
It nods.
Okay, she's just gonna follow the bats wherever they go.
Okay. While she's following the bats to wherever they're going, Bloob is going back to the Hunters Guild.
Yes.
Okay. And you see that there are fewer of them than there had been earlier, but your trainer is still there.
Going to walk up to my trainer and go, "What's the task for today?"
Do you feel you have mastered the ability to control your emotions yet?
Yeah, I was practicing all morning.
Morning.
The sun really helped.
You're not yet one of us, are you?
No, I'm not one of you yet. I'm told I can't be one of you.
Well, that's a great pity. Although, I suppose it could have its benefits to have somebody that can walk around in the day. Or...
I'm also a master swimmer. I'm aware you guys can't do that.
Well, yeah.
You broke up a little bit. What did you say?
Very true. Very well. I do have a task for you, given that you are a swimmer.
All right.
So, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there are some rocks that are native to this plane, which are harmful to us.
Yeah.
Sometimes these rocks, being that they're natural, end up being washed downstream, breaking against other rocks, and emitting their light. But we can't reach down to get them and bury them like we can with those on the surface or in the possession of others, because we cannot enter the water. But if you can,
Makes sense.
perhaps you can search the waterways hereabouts for any sunstones that are shining out through the water and remove them.
I shall do that.
Excellent. Please don't bring them here.
I won't bring them here.
Find somewhere.
See you later.
Find somewhere to bury them deep.
Got it. He's going to go jump away.
He's gonna go what?
Go towards the river.
Fair enough.
Shall I grab onto Tracy to give you a bit of advantage on
What
it?
is Wick doing now? Having awkwardly left
Wick
that
is-
conversation.
Wick is looking around town to see if there is anywhere he could potentially get a job like the others are doing.
What sort of job would you be keeping your eye out for?
Wick has a few talents.
Do you want to work with animals? Do you want to craft something?
Probably would be more focused on crafting things.
Okay. What sort of thing do you want to make?
23?
What's around town?
Well, make a insight check.
That's a 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. So, you see clothiers, you see a lumber mill, you see, of course, the farms, furniture makers, animal handlers,
Only about 2 then, that's fine.
leather workers, a butcher.
He's gonna head over to the leather workers.
Okay. Alright. So you head into the leatherworker shop and you see all kinds of clothing and armor and satchels and all manner of things made out of leather. There's a
35, you said.
lizard
Yeah?
folk behind the counter. He seems to be working on tooling some leather as you head in.
I'm on 167.
What do you do?
Wick is just gonna head over to the lizard folk and just say, "Hey, do you guys need any help working on some of the things you're making?"
Do you have the skill?
That's a good question.
Do I need to train you, or do you already know how to work leather?
You would probably need to train me, but I am a very quick learner.
Hmm.
I probably should.
How
take my
quick?
points back up, shouldn't
It'll take me about a night.
Just one night, huh?
Yep.
Your hide is interesting.
My hide? Like my skin?
Well, I cannot see the skin itself because it is covered in feathers.
Yeah. Kind of like a bird.
Yes.
Where do I find hit dice again?
Yes. So you would be willing to help me tan and tool leather, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
How do you feel about acquiring the hides to make the leather?
As long as it's not my own, I'd be happy to go out and collect.
As long as it is not your own. This is good, this is good. Perhaps you can join the harvesters, yes? And go out and find materials.
Yeah, sure, I'd be
I
down
think
for
it's an
that.
option for long rest or short rest ones.
Have you met the Hunters Guild yet?
I don't believe I have.
They will train you up, show you where to find the prey.
Wickle nod.
Did you say 5d10?
That way you don't need to learn how to use these. And he says, holding up the leatherworker's
Yeah.
tools.
Actually, I'd probably make it 3 then, because it's, yeah. 3d10 plus 10 then.
What do you do?
Okay.
Wick will thank the lizard folk and head off to try and find the hunters.
Mm-hmm. I believe you've already... You may have already seen Bloob outside the Hunters Guild building before.
Oh. So I'd know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if you've never been in there.
Yeah, Wick's gonna head to there.
Okie dokie. Possibly bumping into Bloob on his way out. Bloob,
Yep.
you see Wick approaching the Hunters Guild as you're leaving it. What do you do?
Hi, Wick.
Hey, Blue.
What you doing?
Well, I went to this leatherworker person, and they said that I could possibly go to the hunters to know where to find prey or something.
Yep, they're right in that building.
Thanks. Good to know. Good
Speak
to know.
with the gorilla-looking guy. He's in charge. He says as he walks away.
You rapscallion, you. Alright then. So, you're going into the building, I take it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm assuming, Scott, you're just smelting and pouring.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there anything in particular else that you'd like to do or talk about while you're working away?
Yeah, ask about the, I think I talked to him about the, barbed arrows.
Oh? Yeah? Yeah, you wanted me to make some for you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Aye. They're,
Passive perception's 27 on mine.
do you need them attached to shafts and fletched and everything, or have you got that bit covered?
No, I can handle that part myself.
All right. They're over there. He points to a work table nearby, and sure enough, you can see 20 barbed arrowheads.
He's decided to split himself into two by the looks of it.
All right.
We're coming for us.
I'm going to collect those and he'll turn them into arrows later.
Excellent.
Alright, so, you mind if I take a bit of a break? I'm going to go see what everybody, my comrades are up to.
Have you filled the molds?
Have I filled the molds?
It may take a little while for the iron to smelt, so not yet.
Alright. Well, then I'll do that after they're done being filled.
Okay. And Raquel, you fly after the bats. They head over to one of the human compounds. Flying through a window and return to their humanoid forms.
What you doing?
Shh! Harvesting.
Have you thought of maybe just recruiting humans so that you have a steady supply without needing to be sneaky?
Look, if you're gonna ruin this for us, fuck off.
And Raquel's just gonna chill in the air while they do their thing then.
You know I'm just going to tell him, right?
Alright, so you're not actually in the building watching what they do.
So yeah, basically...
You're staying
he's
outside.
Like she went in
shot Jeff
she went in
Lambert
for a
and
minute, but she's like,
Thomas
you know what, they're doing a thing that they care about, so I
'cause
guess
they got sold and they were dead.
she doesn't really have sneaky points, so she's just gonna go back out and chill while contemplating why don't they just, try to entice over humans and get volunteers so that they, have a steady supply of food and just treat it kind of like blood donation. But okay.
Maybe you can take that to the council. Maybe suggest that.
Yeah, is this their war games thing? Is this their version of the pew pew thing where they just want to be able to sneak around and do the vampire thing? Are they doing this for the aesthetic? Like, that's what Raquel's thinking. Like, is this 100% an aesthetic choice? Did someone actually sit down and talk about this and be like, you know what, no, we're gonna do the classic vampire thing?
Maybe. So, after maybe half an hour at the most, you see them you see several clouds of mist come out of various apertures of the building, and then they turn to bats and begin flying back towards their own village.
Alright, following again so that we can ask these very valuable questions once we land.
Alright then. Bloob's heading towards Riffers, going fishing for sunstones, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's not going to be too hard to find them in the dark, because they're literally going to be shining like the
Glowing.
sun out of the water.
Yep.
What are you going to do with them once you've got some?
Well, his slime is black and not transparent, so light can't escape.
You're just going to bloop them inside you?
Yep.
I think you might find that as thick and opaque as you may seem to be, once you have a stone inside you that can literally emit the light of the sun, you might be glowing a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm going to wrap my armor around it and then put it in me.
Alright.
Only like 3 to 4 stones. The rest he's going to bury in a spot underneath a tree with a cut marked into it.
So you're going to cut the tree as well?
So,
Yeah.
question. Because they're a bank
Okay.
building, they're in a separate demi-plane, so would they not be affected? They wouldn't be affected, would they?
No, that's mean. Alright. Yeah. So how are you going to dig?
Me and my Drake are going to dig with our hands.
Oh, yeah, your Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Drake will be able to manage it. You, sir, have a -1 to strength, so maybe not. But your Drake can do it.
I can help him.
Yeah, you can help him. Alright then. And Wick, are you going into the Fighters Guild thingy?
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
Is,
And you do see a big hairy dude that looks sort of like a gorilla.
is it higher than a 22?
A
Then
few
I
other
can't make
people.
it.
Wick is gonna be skeptical at Bloob's advice.
You've learned not to
However-
trust Bloob.
However, he's gonna go along with it anyway. And just sort of walk up to the gorilla-looking person and just say, "Hey, are you the main leader? I got told by someone that you were."
No, he's not, says a woman nearby. What can I do for you?
Are you? Sorry, this is a bit confusing.
Jesus.
I got told that I could come here and they'd tell me about what harvesting.
You want to become a harvester?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't seem so sure.
I mean, it's just like animals and stuff, right?
Manner of speaking. We'll make sure that you have the right mindset for it before we'll give you any tasks along those lines.
Alright. Fair enough.
Have you practiced much meditation?
I'm not really one for meditation. It doesn't make much sense to me. I kind of just find it boring.
Is that because you can already keep your mind clear and focused?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then as boring as
Should
you...
I use that now then? Okay.
See, meditation isn't just about clearing your head. That is, of course, a part of it, being able to focus your mind on one thing and one thing only, but it's also about breathing control. And since you still breathe, it is important.
Sorry, what did you just say?
So please.
Oh, I get that.
Okay.
Don't want to alert anyone because of breathing noises. I get it, yeah.
Not only that, but when you are looking at your target, you don't want your own breathing to throw off your aim.
Aim? We wouldn't be doing this in close quarters.
Oh, you prefer to get up close and personal, do you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Very well. But even in which case, yes, being able to control your breathing so that you do not make any sound would indeed be beneficial.
I'm pretty stealthy myself. Kind of had a bit of a. Actually, that's probably not best to go into. Might paint me in a bad light.
A bad light, she says, smiling, showing her fangs in the process. Why would you be concerned?
You know what?
Go on.
The pun wasn't intended, but the pun is there nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
So, what dark deeds have you done that you think would
Can we
make
see where the
us
spell scroll is?
judge you poorly?
Stealing, forgery.
Then I'm guessing
You're
I
a thief.
go for that then with the spell scroll and get that
Excellent.
done as soon as that picked up as soon as.
Only
So
for
let's
my own
steal
reasons.
these fuckers.
I only really stole from people who didn't really need that much, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Are you up for a challenge? You look like you can fly.
I cannot.
Really?
No. There's some sort of myth or something about a while ago that we used to be able to fly, and then like my species pissed off a demon or a god or something, and he took that ability away. I don't know. Anyway, moral of the story: can't fly.
Would you like to be able to fly again?
Yes, but not as a vampire.
Pity. But anyway, let's see what would you be interested in showing me what your skills as a
Yeah,
thief
that's the only thing I
are
can really
like.
do, isn't it? So I'll go out, grab it, come back.
Sure, why not?
Very well. Have you been to some of the other compounds where the humans and beast folk make
So I can get
weapons.
to it.
out of sunstone?
Yep. Yep, that I have.
I want you to sneak into one of their bases, steal from them as much sunstone as you can,
So it'll be a
And bury
1.5
it.
turns basically.
where
then.
they will never find it.
But why would we do that?
Yeah.
Like, I get the sunstones. I mean, sun in the name's probably harmful to you guys, but don't they just use it against each other and, like, sort of basically play fighting?
Mostly. And we want to keep it that way. You don't think you're up to this task?
I mean, I can do it. I just want to understand the motives, is all.
Safety. That's all. And in this case, my primary motive is to see if you can do it. That's all.
Alright, I'll do it then. What's the pay?
The pay is that you will become a member of this party, of this guild, and be able to advance within it and take more work. If you fail, we won't let you join.
That's fair. That's fair. In that case, what would What are the potential benefits of the guild?
Well, for one, many of the businesses in the area come to us for various tasks. For two, we teach you all kinds of fighting techniques and stealth techniques, and you also learn a lot more about what it is to be a vampire, but that, of course, is of no interest to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Despite it being kinda cool and all, I'm fine with how I am at the moment.
Very well. So you have no interest in being part of our guild and finding work in the town?
No, I'm fine about joining the guild. I meant the vampire thing.
Very well. At that point, a crowd of people come in. Do you think that bird lady's still following us? I don't know. She almost blew the whole thing.
Oh, you guys talking about Raquel?
I don't know, but seems like you know her.
He sort of looked like a parrot person. Not a parrot. Eagle person.
A little bit. Speaking of which, Raquel, would you like to show up?
Yep, she just pops up and she's like, so, why don't you guys just have humans already around?
Tasha, can you? Yes, yeah, I'll take care of her. Hello, welcome to the Hunters Guild. I presume you want to join?
No, I just have questions. Like, why don't you guys just have humans, set up in the village? It could just be a job to donate blood so that you guys don't have to sneak in, windows. Or do you guys just like sneaking in windows? Like, is this an aesthetic thing? Like, did someone decide that you wouldn't have any humans directly in the village and you would instead just sneak into the others because vampire?
Some people do choose to come live with us instead, like your group has. But they usually end up either moving on, going elsewhere, or becoming vampires themselves.
Okay, but why not have programs in place to entice people to just live in the village and also just volunteer their blood on, a routine basis? Also, do you guys just target the same villages? Is there, a rotation to ensure that you're not taking too much blood from people, or is it just go for whoever you want?
This is all things you will learn in time when you join our guild.
I don't think she wants to join, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's a shame. You'd learn so much from us if you did. And she smiles.
I'd rather just learn answers, but not be a vampire.
I'm not telling you need to become a vampire. I'm saying if you want to become a hunter, we can teach you what we know. You'll be able to advance through our ranks, perhaps even become a harvester yourself, if you want to.
I mean, my skill set isn't really conducive to harvesting. It's more like caring for the people who have been harvested from.
Interesting. You've given me an idea. If we were to have a group of humans living here among us, you'd be able to keep them healthy, stop them from dying. Yes?
Yes.
Maybe we could have a blood farm then. See, the problem has been in the past, and I really shouldn't be telling you this until you're much higher rank, is that eventually people who are being fed on will die. And of course, when they die, if they're buried, they'll become vampires.
Wait, so there were no checks in place to ensure the people being fed on were healthy? Like, it was just literally bleeding them to death instead of, maintaining them? Like people would even do for, like, a basic cow?
Well, we don't... Okay. By going off into the night and taking a little from a lot of people, we do just that. We maintain our supply of blood without killing many people. But if we relied on but a few humans that we had here in town, in order to keep up with supply, we would have to drain every drop of blood out of them. By necessity. But I suppose if we had enough, if we had an entire herd of people, and you helped to maintain their health, maybe that could work.
Yes, I could, but also just wondering, is literally everyone a hunter then, or how did you guys transport the blood from the people that you just hunted from? Because I just saw you all in that form. I didn't necessarily see anyone, like, with bags or flasks or anything for transporting liquid. How do you account for everyone else in the village, or is literally everyone a hunter?
No, not everyone's a hunter. There are farmers and shopkeepers and housewives and butchers. Though we don't really call them butchers. They should really just be called bloodletters.
So you supplement with animal blood?
No.
So do the shopkeepers and stuff just eat food, or how do they get blood?
Oh, they buy it.
Buy it from where?
Mostly from the bloodletter.
And the bloodletter gets his blood from where?
From the harvesters.
How? But I just literally followed you guys. Where's the blood? I saw you guys go. Is it on your person? Where?
One of the one of the hunters opens his coat, and you see that his coat is lined with several water flasks.
Oh, okay. Now it makes more sense. Everything has clicked into place. Okay, that's how it worked.
Speaking of which, you'd best get it over there before that stuff gets cold and coagulates. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, best. Let's go get our money, guys. Whoop. And off they go. So, Wick and Raquel, what do you think of all of that?
25.
Raquel was
Wick's now
so
thinking.
confused.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh no, go right ahead. I can say.
Wick is now thinking that potentially the
63.
leather
And then
might not have been animal leather.
105.
Yep.
201.
And as such, no longer entirely wants to join.
Raquel was just wondering why human blood is special. Like, is everyone in this village just a humanoid vampire, or are there, like, alternative race vampires? And in which case, do they have to feed off of their own race? Is that the requirement, or is the requirement that it's human?
Is she asking that out
She just has so
loud?
many questions.
Or is she just wondering it to herself?
She's just wondering this to herself, like, what are the rules? Who figured out the rules?
I'm grabbing this no matter what happens.
Like, what was the experimentation that had to take place?
You're gonna have to ask those questions to get answers.
I guess she will, but either way, she may have just signed up for becoming a human farmer.
27.
Which, I mean, as long as the people are consenting, or even if they... I mean, she is still a predator, so...
Those I am actually okay at.
But you're
But
also
she's
a
also
cleric.
not... Yeah, true. Like, it's one of those things where, like, Aarakocra don't really have a concept of farming, just like they don't really have a concept of possession, so she's kind of like, I don't know what I just signed up for, but
30.
okay.
To bleed humans every day like they're a flock of cows getting milked. And making sure that they heal properly from those wounds.
She's a farmer now, I guess.
Once you
A
gather
farmer cleric.
once you gather the people. Once you gather your
Yeah.
flock.
But am I
Convert.
technically mortal?
Sorry, what?
They're converts now.
So yeah.
Okay.
Scott, in the meantime, you will have poured the hot metal into the molds by now.
I'm on 70 hit points.
And then been allowed to go take a break. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll go look for everybody else, see what they've been.
All right.
Assume they can't be that hard to find.
So you might find, coming back into town, a bloob that is glowing slightly from within. You may also, if you happen to pass the Hunters Guild,
Elemental what?
see
Elemental what?
a group of hunters coming out of it on their way to the Bloodletters, the butchers. So you know where they're going to.
All right. Well,
you probably hear Raquel asking questions quite loudly inside the building.
I think I might notice blue first. I guess.
Probably. Sorry?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't worry. So, Bloob,
Yes.
Scott approaches.
Hi, Scott.
Do I even need to ask?
About what?
The glowing. Why?
Oh, I found rocks.
Found rocks.
Found the rocks?
Yeah. They're the glowing ones. The sun rocks.
Oh, you found some. Okay, but why are you glowing?
I ate them.
And you didn't think to. Why? Why would you eat
You
them?
want them back? Hard to eat them.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
They're really hard to digest. You want them back?
Sure, I'll take the rocks from you.
More than 22.
You're in
He
town at this
spits out
point.
about 4 rocks.
So you spit out these
Well-
rocks.
He spits out his complete set of armor, rocks still being in the armor, so that they just don't flash.
It's still going to shed some light, and you will find some nearby vampires scream. When you...
Why would you? I'm gonna try to just grab them as quickly as I can, but my mage hand in my own, pick and throw them in my bag.
Why would you bring those in here?
Hmm? I was trying to eat them.
What?
Humble apologies. He's kind of an idiot.
Hey, only my mother can say that.
Well, then consider you
you're-
adopted.
You're an ooze.
Exactly. He doesn't have one.
No. You split from your sibling.
He's heard this saying before, but he has no clue what it means.
Fair. Anyway.
I was also told to hide them, so I did. Must not been good at hiding spot.
What? No, inside you is not a good hiding spot.
So, are these like regular sun rocks, or these are the
These are ones that have been that that it's hard to tell because you can't really look at them directly because it would burn your fucking retinas out. But they are smooth, polished river sunstones.
I can butt them back. I have a hole.
I have a hole.
No, you don't, because you're an ooze.
How many holes do you have?
I'm like Swiss cheese. But anyway, I
So
have a
technically
hole
you
in
have no holes, but you're nothing but holes.
Just roll damage.
Buttholes?
You know what I mean.
I know.
I have a tree, or we can put the rocks in my pouch.
You a kangaroo now?
Why? Why didn't you just put them in the bag in the first place instead of eating them?
Because it's inside the house.
Whatever. I'll just keep them in my bag until we can transfer them over or something.
Alright.
Yes.
Also, how many sunstones did I just pick up from him?
Shit, I
Four.
got 6
Four.
hit points. Fuck.
Maybe we should go look for the others just in case they're doing something.
I gotta report my mission. I
I
saw
But
Wick
but
go into
I
the
am
cabin,
still
so it might be there.
You saw Wick go where?
yeah.
Into the Hunter's Lodge, whatever, cabin.
Yeah, it's not a cabin. It's the guild, the Hunters Guild.
The hunter's cabin.
Alright. It's a longhouse, but okay. Go on then.
Alright. You
Hunter's
never told
Longhouse.
me what it was, you just called it a house.
Well, yeah, technically. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna go look for Wick then.
Okay.
I am on 6 hit points.
So you go to the Hunters Guild, the longhouse. And what have Wick and Raquel decided?
Wick does not want to join the hunters because he no longer feels entirely comfortable about using people skin as leather.
I mean, we already know Raquel's not going to be a hunter, but I mean, if they make a people farm, I guess she could take care of the people.
So
But as of now, she still just has questions that may or may not be answered ever.
And Wick is gonna try and sort of sneak out to avoid confrontation.
stealth. So D20 plus 5. 18!
18.
Dang, he beats my passive.
Yep. He also beat Scott's passive. So, but I'm assuming that once you're out of the building, you're not as concerned about
Yeah,
being seen.
once I'm out of the building and like I've made sure that they haven't seen me exit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really going to be stealthing too much anymore.
Fair enough. So, Yeah. Scott and Bloop, you'd be approaching the Hunters Guild just inside to see Wick coming out of it looking a little bit wary.
Wick!
Wick's gonna just walk towards them and then
Slap
kind of look
Bloop.
behind him, and then just say, "Let's get a little further away."
But
And then we-
I have to,
But I have
You
to.
can go there after. Just I gotta tell you a little bit.
fine. I did find some of those rocks you guys were talking about.
Oh, those neat. We could potentially have uses for them. As he's saying this, he's kind of leading them to a little further away from the building. And he's just gonna say, so, everything that isn't made of plants here, or like anything that would normally be made out of animals, it's made from sentient people.
Okay.
It's like, and?
Yeah, Scott has like the least shocked face you've ever seen, just staring at Wick.
Which is like, I mean, I figured that they like drank blood and shit, but I'd also figured that they'd probably still, I don't know, used leather from animals, like I don't know. It's a little bit odd to me.
Wait, quick question. What's your definition of an animal?
Something that's not particularly sentient,
Okay.
that is also like alive. In this instance anyway. Like, there are other parameters, but in this instance I mean something that's not particularly sentient but is still alive.
Okay,
That's
well,
racist.
enjoy your little bubble.
Enjoy your little bubble.
But anyway, so if that's the case, wait, where's Raquel at?
Oh, Raquel's also in there.
And you just left her.
Raquel's just chilling in the building and she hasn't noticed that Wick left.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He'll be fine. I don't think that kill her.
I'm just dashing towards them as fast as I can.
But yeah, no, don't really want to work with leather here anymore.
Yeah, well, to be fair, leather is kind of the flimsy product, whether it's made of cow hide or human hide or dino hide.
Rawhide.
Now, scales are where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Scales do make
Tana's just
a
going
good
up on the deck.
good material. Yeah. Still, don't really want to be touching people skin.
Ew.
I don't mind all that much.
You're not a person, so.
Yeah.
Alright, then, with that being said, maybe I'm gonna go check on Raquel, just in case.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. Good idea.
In the
I'm going to go report my job. You guys have been distracting me too long.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
So the hunter's trainer is trying to convince Raquel that she should
Again,
accept
just roll damage because
um,
22 is my highest.
some
Yeah.
tasks from the guild and learn to and basically advance within the hunters guild so that they work together more.
I mean, Raquel doesn't really feel like flying around and sneaking in people's windows. Like, she's down for the flying around part, but the sneaking into windows...
How do you propose that we acquire our cattle?
I mean, if you make the job attractive, enough people may just volunteer. I mean, it's a position where they wouldn't really have any other real work besides donating their blood.
You're saying that there might be some people who would want to play the role of blood cow?
I mean, you never know. Some people just want to be fed and occasionally give their blood. It means that they never have to work again, or you could just pitch it that way. Just make sure that they're fed and cared for, and then they get to do whatever they want besides giving their blood.
Do you think you could convince them of this? Do you think you would effectively be able to talk people into be willing blood donors?
Out of character, no. But in character...
Raquel, take a look at your charisma modifier.
Oh yes, I know. That's why it's out of character. No, she is not the right person for this. In character. Yeah, she's gonna say that she's not good with people. She should have enough wisdom and intelligence to know she's not good with people. So, I'm not really a good people person.
Do you know anybody who might be able to convince people to come willingly?
No.
Then I guess we have no choice but to collect them. Charm them into coming to us, perhaps. I know you do not yet have that skill, but it'll come in time.
Solid plan.
Oh. What's your plan?
Oh no, I just said solid plan to you guys doing
Solid
the
plan. Solid plan. I
yes.
thought you said I have a plan. I'm like, oh.
Oh goodness, no.
Plan? What? No. But folk has 0 riz.
Want to like charisma, baby?
Alright. Anyway. So at this point, Bloob probably comes in.
Yeah.
What will Bloob announce?
I finished the job.
You found all the sunstones in all the nearby waterways and buried all of them.
I got
There's
the
more
main
shiny
one.
rocks?
Yeah, I found shiny rocks.
Can I have the shiny rocks?
Do not bring them out here. Don't.
Why would I share them with you? I want the shiny rocks for me.
Scott took them.
Sorry?
Scott took them, he says to Raquel.
Raquel leaves to
You
go
were
find
supposed-
Scott.
You were supposed to bury them.
Oh yeah, I buried a lot of them. I was trying to eat one.
Bury
You know, Scott would have been behind you, right, Blue?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Scott said hand it here and he'll throw it away.
It needs to be buried. There needs to be no chance at all of the light reaching us.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Wick
Yeah,
still, I just remembered
rats
Wick still
are
has some
gone.
of these on him.
Wick's gonna do what now?
No, I just remembered that Wick has some of these on him.
I mean, to be
Wait,
fair,
can I
everybody
just
but Blue have
explain
some of these
why
on them.
I can't?
I mean, if we ever really felt like messing with a village, I could just cast Turn Undead.
You could. You really could.
You never explained why, so I just assumed one wouldn't hurt to try to eat.
We never explained why.
Oh.
We would not.
No, you don't.
Do you really need us to explain why something known as a sunstone might be anathema to vampires?
But they're not from the sun, and I thought only sunlight hurt you.
They emit sunlight. I don't know how. I don't know why. But they emit sunlight.
Alright.
Alzgurad was a crazy old bastard.
Yeah, no, that much is apparent.
Now, would you please go bury them as you were commanded?
Yeah. Scott, give them back.
Do not expose them here.
Where are they, Scott?
They're in my bag where they're going to stay until I get away from these people.
Give me your bag.
No.
An alternative? I can have them.
Also, no. Look,
little
I know you're
bag.
buried, and we will bury them, but I'm not giving you my bag. You can't keep them.
A dagger pokes out of Bloob's body. Give me the bag.
Calm down. I'm sure they won't be stupid enough to bring out a sunstone in here, will they?
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm definitely not that stupid.
Do you want me to keep repeating this process going throughout all the rivers in the whole forest?
All the ones in this area, please. Anything that might come across, that might... Actually, yes, all of the rivers and waterways would be preferred. That way we can walk the length and breadth of this plane without worrying about exposure to the sun's rays.
Yeah, I was going to say, because if they're in all the riverways, other people could find them.
So sun rocks come from the water.
Yeah!
Not all of them.
Raquel's going to the water.
Off she flies.
Oh yes, off she goes. She wants these shiny ass rocks. They're gonna be hers.
Oh boy. Alright. Scott, Wick, and Blue, what are you doing as you see Raquel fly off in search of sunstones?
Out of character, I was actually going to suggest that.
You were going to suggest what?
That there are sunstones in the river and she should go get them.
Yeah.
Pretty dull not fighting, but I guess I can do this task anyway. He says as he walks away.
What do you mean by specs?
Okay.
Would Wick have been able to see Raquel fly off?
Yeah. She was in the room and then
Wick
she
is gonna-
flew off.
Wick is going to try and follow Raquel.
On foot.
Yeah,
She fast.
I know. He is not going to be able to keep up with her, but he's going to try.
Try and keep her...
Is Wick doing anything to alert Raquel that he's following her, or is he trying to be sneaky about this?
He's not trying to be sneaky about it, but he's not alerting her either.
Okay, so you don't yell out at her as she flies over your head.
No.
Okay. Alright.
They do mean well.
So, are you also wishing to join the Hunters Guild? Potentially becoming a harvester?
I have no idea what that is, but technically no. I am. Well, I guess you can technically consider me a blacksmith's apprentice.
Ah, you're already gainfully employed. Good.
But out of curiosity, what exactly is a harvester?
Well, our society has certain dietary requirements, and just as harvesters do in any society, they gather our food.
Oh, so you mean a blood collector, basically?
Basically. You're a little smarter than the rest of your friends, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been doing certain things long enough to understand certain things. I'd rather not be specific, but yeah, it seems like a very simple task.
It can be. Though, well, the difficult part is making sure that the right people get the right blood.
Right people.
How much do you know about vampires?
I mean, out of character, I know a lot. In character, not too much. So, just what those guys in the castle told me.
Well, being that you are Tabaxi, assuming you would want to maintain the appearance of Tabaxi after being turned, you would have to feed on the blood of Tabaxis.
So it's a specific. If you're human vampire, you need human blood. If you're Tabaxi vampire, you need Tabaxi blood. Am I correct?
More or less. It is. There are some who refer to the vampiric gift as polymorphic hemophilia. The blood changes you and allows you to change to fit in with your prey. Whatever group of people you happen to be feeding on, you will come to resemble them.
So is that his deal? Pointing to the big gorilla.
Yeah, he really doesn't like the idea of drinking the blood of humanoids.
I can respect that.
He's strong. Not very bright, though. He used to be.
Well, I mean, I assume at this point you guys must have had some method of.
Sorry?
I mean, I assume at this point you guys have a method of collecting blood, seeing as you're still you.
Well, that's what the harvesters do. They go out into the night, collect blood, and bring it back. Usually selling it to the butcher. And it's the butcher that everyone else in town goes to.
Well, I mean, that sounds simple enough.
It is. Of course, some of the other shops in town will have other requirements, other items that need collecting.
items such as
Well, for example, the candlestick maker. He requires fat. The leather worker requires skin. So on and so forth.
I think I see what's going on.
The clothier making their textiles needs fibers. Most often hair. And it is we hunters, more specifically the harvesters, that go get it for them.
So the problem isn't necessarily collecting blood, but more collecting, well, everything else.
Yes. Everything.
Don't really see a lot of people being willing to sacrifice flesh and all the other amenities.
Indeed.
And
You
seeing how you're clean.
You mentioned that you were a smith. That you're working for our smith. Yes?
Yeah.
Have you seen any weapons of his that have been crafted with a bone handle?
I'm sure I've had.
That had to be acquired too. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. You don't seem bothered, fazed by any of this.
Yeah, well, it's complicated, but I can say with the utmost honesty, this is par for the course. But at least you guys are putting this stuff to use and not needlessly torturing people.
Absolutely. Your friends are a curious bunch. I think you may not have become one of us yet, but you understand. Not sure about the others.
Well, to be fair, one of the reasons why I enjoy traveling, Tay.
One of the reasons you enjoy traveling, what?
One of the reasons why I enjoy traveling with them is their naivety.
The naivete.
They just seem so, how would I describe it? Blind to just how dark the world gets, and I do appreciate that.
I see. Seeing the world with childlike innocence. I get it.
I wouldn't go that far. But sure. But as for your harvesting thing, I have a very interesting question.
Go on.
Does the individuals you collect the various items for have to be alive?
Are you suggesting body snatching?
Well, if they consider snatching if nobody really cares.
Usually it is better if the materials are fresh, I believe. Though I suppose it depends. Bone, for example, may actually be better if it's a little weathered. One man's corpse is another man's treasure, indeed.
Because, well, I know there's that little game on the other side. He points in the direction of the first camp he came from. Their camp, pointing the other direction, seems like the play for keeps. And those are quite a few bodies left over after their little game.
Indeed.
And apparently, even those that survive really don't seem to have a problem. And he just sort of makes the neck slicing motion.
Yes. Their battlefields can be interesting to visit from time to time.
Well, I mean, as far as I can tell, convincing someone to be, I guess for lack of a better word, livestock is a little hard. Obtaining a corpse, however, seems quite easy around here.
So you would be satisfied to be a scavenger. A Valkyrie, if you will. Collecting the dead.
I mean, I didn't think about it like that, but it does sound...
Well then. Perhaps you can interest some of the local businesses in what you have to offer. If, of course, smithing becomes boring for you.
I mean,
Though maybe you can
someone
start.
said I could do both.
Indeed. Well, I'd best let you catch up to your friends before their naivete gets the best of them.
You're right. Well, I will see you later. And I guess Scott just sprints off.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, Raquel is heading towards the waterways to see if she can find shiny rocks.
Yep, she is going shiny rock hunting.
And Wick is following her on the ground. About
Yep.
a little over half the distance behind her. And where's Bloob?
Going to the rivers.
Also going to the rivers.
Yep. He's going to a different river than last time.
Mm-hmm. Looking for the shiny rocks.
Mm-hmm.
They're not hard to find. Because they're shiny and it's dark. You just go for where you can
Good.
see the light under the water.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you.
Yep, just dive in head first, moving right towards the shinies.
Well,
Wick's doing pretty much the same.
you're also collecting... So all three of you are collecting rocks. Alright.
I got a mission. I don't know about them.
I think they have another mission in mind.
Yeah.
But yeah. Scott, when you catch up to any or all of them, that's what they're doing, is they're
I don't really know anyone who
wading
helps us
through
unless
rivers.
it's, Molly.
Oh yeah, so to Wick, Raquel's gonna ask if he wants to add these to their current shiny hoard that they have buried, or if they want to make a new shiny hoard.
If we make
Kind of like,
a few different shiny hoards, then if one gets found, the others won't get found.
good idea. Okay, so we'll look for a place to hide the shinies in a minute, but for now we're gonna grab as many shinies as we can, because Bloob's apparently supposed to bury them, and Scott likes to make them into something, I don't know, but we have to hide the shinies.
Yep.
Okay, and then so it's just a mad spree of grabbing as many shinies as they can.
Yeah, when Scott gets there, he's just gonna kind of sit at the river edge.
He's gonna do what?
He's just gonna sit at the river's edge.
Sit at the river's edge. Okay.
Yep.
He's paddling.
He's not really interested in collecting rocks. And this technically wasn't his quote-unquote job, so he didn't care.
Don't care.
Yeah, he's gonna work on trying to affix the barbed arrowheads to the arrow shafts.
All right. Have you got some lengths of wood and some feathers, and maybe some fine twine to put it all together?
Can I just repurpose the arrows I already have?
Oh, you're just gonna
No.
remove the regular heads and swap them out for the barbed ones? All right.
Why?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, there's no point in having the regular arrows at this point if I have fancy.
Nice. Okay, dokie. So while you are swapping out your arrowheads, the other three are splashing around. Raquel and Wick conspiratorially working together. What is Bloop doing?
Lube and his Drake are working together to get them, and he's storing them in his body as he's going along so that the others can't steal it.
You're not having my shinies.
Scott took them already, damn it.
Yeah, so they could just ask you like Scott did and you'd have to hand them over, right? That's the pattern.
Well, to be fair, out of character, you can literally just ask Scott for them back. He wasn't
Yeah.
going to give it to you while you're around the other vampires.
No.
But he also wasn't going to give you his bag either because it's all his stuff in it.
Well, it's just, he's still just going to search, not care for the 4 he gave up.
Just gonna search.
Yep.
Right.
Oh yeah, so
Mhm.
Raquel will go to Wick, and while also looking suspiciously at Scott, be like, "Okay, where are we gonna hide the shinies this time? Like, are we burying it, or are we like trying to put it in a tree?"
Wick's just gonna be like, follow me. I'm gonna try and find a sort of sneaky hiding spot.
Okay.
You wanna do a perception check, see if you can find anywhere that looks like a good sneaky hiding spot.
Yeah, that works. What's my... Okay. It's the dirty 20.
Well, a tree with a mark on it catches your eye, and you realize that at the base of the tree, the dirt has been freshly disturbed.
Wick's gonna go over to it and just dig up the dirt.
You find a stash of shinies!
Do I notice this?
More shinies. You're at a different river, darling.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh, yeah.
We have even more shinies now.
Damn.
Okay, so we're gonna take these shinies from this person, and then we need to move the shiny stash because someone knows about this one.
Yeah. Wick's gonna suggest we go a little bit further into the woods.
Okay.
So, Dang it, wrong thing. Yeah. So you head a little further into the woods. In the meantime, Scott, when you say that you're sitting on the bank of the river, do you have your feet dangling in the water?
No.
No.
He's kind of just sitting there, crisscross applesauce style.
Okay.
Remember, he still doesn't like to get wet.
Fair enough. So, yeah.
Yeah, but he still would have yelled to them, "Don't get lost."
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bloob, as you're splashing around in the river, you see a shoal of fish that is darting towards you. They look...
Nope. And he's going to try to get out.
Alright.
Last time he met fish, killed someone.
So, yes. So you get out before the quippers get you. Scott, you would also see quippers in the river, so good job you're cross-legged on the shore.
He can't. We can all.
Raquel and
we do all understand Draconic.
Wick, as you're heading through the woods, you would see
Oh, fair enough.
a pair of giant toads.
Oh no.
Right. Toads.
Giant
How
toads.
close are they?
Have they noticed us?
Yep.
Can Raquel just grab Wick and fly in the other direction? And just snow
Do they
pelt them?
look like they're about to attack?
They look like they are pissed off that you're near them.
They're like, "How dare you exist in my presence?"
Because not going to put up a fight if Raquel does exactly what she said.
Alright. So you're just going to pick him up and fly away from the two pissed off froggies. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
especially since like Wick is eatable sized.
You both are. They are large creatures.
Oh wait, yeah, we're both technically eatable sized.
Mm-hmm.
We're all just refusing to fight these simple creatures.
I mean, to be fair, why'd you fight fish?
Fish
I mean,
killed
we just
one of
want
his
to hide
friends.
our shiny rocks. Like,
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm a cat and I don't even know fish.
You don't want to what fish?
No, I said I'm a cat and I don't even want to fight the fish.
You're a cat and you don't want to fight the fish. Yes. No fish for you. But anyway.
I get back in town, I gotta buy a spear.
Fuck these fish. I'm gonna go get a spear. Alright then.
Wait a minute, I'll be back. We'll make a fish kebab.
A fish kebab. Oh.
Here we going in hiding.
Alright then. You'd probably see Raquel flapping out of the woods with Wick. I imagine.
there's toads.
There's toads.
Big ones. Very big.
Big toads.
Anyway, we still need to find a hiding place, but let's maybe not go too deep into the woods.
Does there appear to be any kind of clearing? Like,
You have previously found other sunstone stashes, yes.
Yeah, the first stash we found. Well, they found. I just kind of stole some from.
I mean, we can always just mark a tree ourselves and then bury the shinies beneath the tree.
That's true, we could.
Mm-hmm.
What tree do you like the look of the best?
Do I see any particular trees that seem to be potentially the stealthiest to put things under?
The stealthiest tree.
Yes.
I require
one that has,
the
like, a nice,
stealthiest
strong-
tree.
A nice strong
Like,
root
one that-
system.
One that potentially has, like, a hollow inside.
Don't structures automatically fail all dex checks?
Don't. Yes, because they can't get out of
Isn't-
the. Well,
Isn't stealth a dex check?
stealth is.
And-
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to be sneaky,
Best tree to hide something near.
Technically, when you want the least stealthy looking tree,
you want the one that
thus is the most stealthy looking tree.
you want the one that doesn't look sus.
Yeah, but that would also therefore be the best one.
I mean, Raquel's just gonna try to find a tree that she likes the aesthetic of. Like, you know what? This is a good tree. I would happily build a nest here if it came down to that.
Okay, see if you can find it.
So, okay, I assume investigation for a tree that makes her happy.
Perception.
Perception. Is a 6.
Yeah, you can't find
All
it.
of these trees they're just also unsatisfying.
Mm-hmm. So, one of these trees seems to have a short, stubby, old stump sticking out from it that looks strange. It almost looks yeah, I'll just show you. Like that. It's just stood there at the moment.
How
But
big is it?
medium-sized. Same as a regular humanoid.
So,
Raquel's gonna poke it with her staff.
It does nothing.
She's gonna ask it if it's intelligent. Can you understand me?
It does nothing. The tree behind it, separate from the this creature, like, because this thing looks ugly, but the tree behind it is actually, now that you're closer, it's kind of pretty.
She's gonna point to the tree and say, "Can we use this tree?"
can we take a look at the tree? Just in general, see what's going on with it, maybe.
What's going on with it?
Well, you can see that there's this tree creature thing in front of it that's done nothing when Raquel's done something. So he's assuming that maybe it's something to do with the tree.
Mm-hmm.
What if we bury the treasure under this tree and then that thing can defend it for us?
Wick would like to just check out the tree first, see if there's potentially anything weird up with it.
As you approach the tree, the creature moves, putting his club in front of your chest. Like a surly bouncer.
So something's up with this tree.
Can we bury something? She's gonna ask if the thing will let us bury something beneath the tree.
It says nothing.
She's gonna mime digging and then point to like the base of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
No response.
It still keeps its arm in front of Wick.
Raquel's gonna try to go around it and get to the base of the tree.
So, because Wick's small size, does it just like put it downwards?
Yeah, I mean, yes. So,
Okay.
So, Raquel, you're gonna try and go around toward the tree. Yes?
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Both of us or just Raquel?
But I would recommend both of you, and possibly
18.
anybody else who may be watching from a distance.
I mean, yeah, I am kind of just watching.
Luke does not give a damn.
Oh dear.
If they want him, they can call him.
Blue, we need you!
16.
Fine.
That wasn't them. That was just me being silly.
I wasn't them.
So Raquel got an 18. Scott 16. Wick 10. Okay. So Raquel, you try to go around the wood and do what?
She just wants to get to the base of the tree and dig with her talons so she can start making a hole to store the shinies.
So you're just gonna go to the base of the tree and start digging?
Yep.
Okay. Scott, witnessing this, what do you do, if anything? Or you just break out the popcorn and watch?
Yeah, no, he's kind of just watching for now. I mean, as far as he can tell, nothing bad has happened.
Not yet.
Yeah, no worries on it, though.
Okay. Wick, what are you doing?
Wick is gonna try and distract the tree person.
By doing what?
Just being like, hey, look at me, I'm stepping over the line.
Hey, look at me, I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Mr. Meeseeks.
Okay. So, you're just trying to get his attention. Can you make a persuasion roll, please? Or a performance roll, actually.
Performance. Okay.
Oh, although whichever, it's up to you. Performance or persuasion, your choice.
To be fair, it's more of a performance, so I'll go with that. It's a little less
16.
on the roll, but
All right.
yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. So, the creature is going to make one swing with his club at you. Smack. 12 doesn't hit though, does it?
It does not know.
And then he's gonna twirl and hit Raquel also. That
That'll do it.
Hey! Knock it off. Wait, don't. No,
what you doing?
no, double testing.
Oh, you're doing silvery bars.
Ah, crap.
Okay, dokie.
I think I had to reload my account. I know I had the spell on D&D Beyond.
So D20 plus 7 again. 12. Does that miss the Raquel? Yes, it does.
Doesn't hit.
Yes.
Okay. So,
And Wick, you get advantage. I mean, next
Hey.
attack. Not to do it.
Raquel, your
Mhm.
turn. You have just been struck by the wood woad, but at first it seemed to hurt, but then yeah, it didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, she's gonna keep right on digging. But,
just ignore him.
Yeah, like I have a mission right now, but she's gonna bonus action spiritual weapon once more and hit it with that. So
Fuck. Okay. D20 plus 5, 17 does not do damage.
oh, it doesn't do it. All right.
Doesn't do it.
Well, we tried.
Scott.
Listen here, buddy. I know you mean well, but it might not be a good idea.
Might not be a good idea.
Sorry, I always forget what the save is for the spell.
What's the spell?
No, I'm bringing it up.
Sapping sting. Okay. Con save.
Yep.
$12.
Oh, he's what? 13 was the save.
Okay, so he takes a D4 of necrotic damage and falls prone. Yes?
Yep. Wow, 4.
Max damage.
It's not a very strong spell, but it's definitely.
And stupidly enough, even though he's a plant creature, he's not immune to being knocked prone. So, the woodworld is down. Wick, you have advantage anyway because of the silvery barbs, but also the woodworld is prone, so sadly the advantages don't stack.
Okay, I don't know if I want to hurt. Well, I don't know if I want to kill it or not, because it could be a very useful guard.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's trying to kill us.
It's trying to protect its tree.
Yes. But you team 2 seem to be ignoring.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna think for a moment why it would want to protect this tree. And instead of attacking the woodward, he's just gonna look at the tree a bit more closely.
Are you going to use inspect elements?
I don't know what that is.
So
He's
do
just
an
gonna.
investigate.
Yep, do an investigate. That's a 16.
Okay. You see a knot hole in the tree.
So there isn't a hole?
Sorry?
A not hole? There's
Yes.
no hole?
No. Okay. So
Oh, KNOT.
yes, KNOT.
Yes, okay.
That's hollow, and they're on. I mean, it's dark, but you realize that the interior seems to be crusted in dry blood, and there looks to be something like a heart placed in this knot hole.
Wick is gonna get Raquel's attention and point to it and just say, maybe we shouldn't be messing with this tree.
She's just gonna look at it and be like, huh, that's different.
The woodward stands up and once again swings at you both, clearly trying to knock you away from the tree with its attacks. So that would be a 16 against Wick and a 22 against Raquel.
Those hit.
It'll hit.
So 17 on Wick, 16 on Raquel. Of force damage. And now it's Raquel's turn.
Just one quick question. Did the heart seem damaged in any way?
Yeah, it looks dead. There even seems to be a slit cut in it. From as far as you can. I mean, it's dark. So, but yeah.
Okay, Wick will have told Raquel that, by the way.
It's not beating, it's not live, it's not pumping blood, it's just a dead heart.
Okay. Well, for now she's at least just going to cure wounds on herself to get a D8 plus 6 back. I'll get you in a second, Wick.
Take your time, don't worry.
Okay, so she at least gets a 14 back for herself. Alright, and then, for her bonus action, she's just gonna keep using the spiritual weapon.
Here, look.
17 does not hit.
Badness. Oh well. That's turn.
Okay. Scott!
But also at this point, how sizable is the hole that she's digging? Or that she was digging?
Well, since you don't have a brilliant strength, it's probably taken a while.
Okay.
Yes, Scott, what you doing?
So, are you guys really just going to ignore it?
Scott, if you take a look at this creature, you might notice something interesting about it.
A look?
Sorry?
You said take a look?
Yeah.
What would that be? Or do you mean
Well-
just look at him?
If you look in its direction, your passive perception will pick up on something that they haven't spotted yet.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It actually has a small hole in its chest, roughly where a heart would be.
Wait, you said it had a small hole in its chest?
Mm-hmm. This creature has a hole in its chest.
Ah. And, alright, so out of curiosity, did I notice the hole in the other tree that they're digging into?
The tree that's behind him?
Yep.
Probably no. Although you would have seen, I think you would have seen Wick pointing it out to Raquel. You don't know what's in there from because you're not right by the tree, but you have seen them talking about this knot hole right before the creature got back up again and hit them both.
Alright, Alright, fuck, I got the right spell for this. I am going to, cast Mage and attempt to grab what's ever.
Okay. You pull out a heart.
Oh, isn't that pretty? He kind of just whispers, at least I didn't have to do it with my own hands this time. Can I bring the hand back to me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do that. Bring the hand in my direction, see what happens. Not too close, but just away from where Raquel and Wick.
Mm-hmm. Wick, what do you want to do?
So the heart's been taken out of the stump, yeah?
It's been taken out of the knot hole in the tree. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, also out of curiosity, I mean it's a heart, so I don't know if it would completely fit inside the mage hand.
A human heart is about the size of a closed fist. So yeah, and a mage hand is about the size. It's a floating hand, so you could if you can wrap your hand around your closed fist, then you can wrap it around a heart. Does that make sense?
Come on.
Yeah. No, because the only reason why never mind. That would be counterproductive if I did it like that. So yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. Wick, what'd you do?
I've seen him take the heart out of the stump.
Out of the tree.
You've seen the hand take the heart out the stump.
Yeah. Do I see any reaction from the
Yeah, it's looking towards
creature?
It looks towards the mage hand, and to Scott, which the hand and heart are floating towards. What do you want to do?
Which sees this interaction. He's gonna presume that the creature was protecting the heart. And he's just gonna say, to whoever's using the mage hand because he doesn't realize that it's Scott yet, and just say, "Don't damage the heart if you can." And then he is going to step out of its way and out of where the heart is.
So you're going to move away from the wood world?
Yes.
You're going to disengage first?
Yes.
Okay. So you're moving away from the tree?
Yes.
And the wood world. Okay. The wood world moves towards...
Yeah, I think you're gonna get
Scott.
killed soon, Trace Love.
And...
I mean, when he moved technically towards the hand.
Yes. You didn't bring it the full 30 foot towards you then?
No.
Okay.
I decided I moved it away from where Raquel and Wick were.
Okay. It, with its... Yeah, so it moves towards the mage hand, and with the hand... With the arm that's fused with the shield, it seems to be trying to coax the floating heart to go back to the tree as best as it can. It doesn't seem to be able to drop either the shield or the club. Raquel, what do you do?
Okay, so, she was gonna say, in the name of Serenita, Wick, be well, and then help me bury this thing so that we can leave, and with that, she casts a bonus action healing word to get him back, D4 plus 6 hit points.
Okay. On Wick.
Yep. So you get 10 back. And yeah, she's gonna go right back to digging under this tree because she's already too committed to quit now. So it's just like a quick, dig and dump thing.
Okay.
I don't know how much progress we've made on the whole, but once she considers it sizable enough to hold the shiny, it's just gonna dump them right in and go.
You begin to expose what looks like a body.
Well.
Scott!
Seriously, can you see that this is a bad idea? Yelling to Raquel.
I just want to hide the shinies.
Well, hide it somewhere else.
We have a built-in guard here.
Seems logical to me.
Wait, also, did the Woodwood, when it moved away from Raquel, did it disengage either or no?
Yeah, it would have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Scott's just gonna, I guess, still...
Actually, no. Yeah, they wouldn't have. So, so did Raquel want to make an opportunity attack on it? Or would you just
sure.
keep on digging?
Now we're gonna take the opportunity attack. Opportunity where opportunity comes.
Okay.
Alright, so, Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Warcaster.
Yes. However...
Wiz 13.
Wisdom save. Plus... Yep.
Alright, it makes it.
Yee. Almost a shame because I wanted to reveal something. But anyway.
Alright, so, Scott's just gonna start kind of just walking off.
With the heart, or what are you gonna do?
No,
with
the
it?
heart's no, the hand's still there. He's just going to be like, okay, you guys are going to have to learn the hard way at some point. And he's going to like position himself where it's like
Are you moving more
he's
than
at sight.
Are you moving more than 30 foot away from the heart?
No, I know. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm just putting myself out of sight.
So, okay.
Like behind, like we're just walking, just sort of like lean behind a tree or something.
Do you want to hide? Stealth?
Yeah, sure, why not? I haven't used my action anyway.
Toby.
Use my action and bonus action to hide twice. Double hide.
I killed the wife.
Yeah, you're hidden.
25.
Yes, I did.
All right.
But yeah, no, the hand's still just sort of
I thought it was
floating there in front of the woodward.
Wick.
Yep.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
Wick
Okay.
doesn't entirely know what to do. Because he can see that the creature just wants to keep the heart
Safe.
in the tree and safe. But he also wants to make sure that Raquel doesn't die.
Are you gonna go over to where Raquel
By
is to try and drag her away from the tree?
thinking for a sec. Wick would probably... Yeah, Wick's probably just gonna say to Raquel that it's probably not a good idea to bury the things here.
Yeah. And well, if you go over to her, you'll see that she start to expose the face and chest of a dude. And you may notice something interesting.
Does this person happen to be missing a heart?
Yes.
Okay, I'm piecing this together in my head. I don't think Wick would, though.
Do you want Wick to make an insight check?
I will make Wick have an insight check.
Ooh,
Oh, an 18.
he figures it out.
He figures it out.
What have you pieced together? I'll let you know how
So
close
what
you are.
I'm thinking
Yep.
is that this person was drained by the vampires, killed, and is being buried and being turned into a vampire. And instead of that happening, the Woodweld is stopping it from happening by keeping the heart not buried.
Okay, not quite.
Not quite. Okay.
So, it appears that the Woodwode has been created through some ritual involving taking removing the chest from a person and removing the heart from somebody's chest and putting that heart in the tree. So, yeah.
And the Woodward just seemingly wants to protect the heart.
Well, it's either that or it wants its heart back.
Wick is gonna, upon seeing that, try and give it its heart back.
Well, the heart is floating about 15 feet away from you now, and I think you used your movement to go over to Raquel, so...
That's true. Next, he's gonna tell Raquel this and just say, maybe we should try and give it its heart back, I guess.
After we bury the shinies.
Fuck's sake.
Maybe we bury the shinies somewhere else.
Oh my god, fine. Like, I already put in this effort to make a hole and dug up a corpse too, but fine.
The Woodward goes over to the two of you, gestures towards the heart with its shield hand, and points to the body with the hole in its chest with its club.
Wick will nod.
Raquel's gonna say, hey Scott, what happens if you put the heart back in the chest?
Raquel, do you want to go find out? It's your turn now.
That's the only thing that came to mind.
Yeah, sure. So since she has the movement and the flight, she's just gonna take the heart, pop it in the chest, and see what happens.
The Woodward collapses. A spectral figure appears for a moment, whispers, "Thank you," and then fades away.
Huh. Wanna just stick the rocks in the former heart hole, I guess? Unless you feel like burying it with a corpse.
I don't think it would be a good idea to store the shinies here in general.
I mean, the magical thing is gone, assuming no one else removes the heart.
There
so-
might be other magical things that happen, and also,
Not
who's to say that the people who did that aren't gonna come back here?
Alright then, and so Raquel's just gonna start recovering.
Right, fine, and starts coughing, moving the dirt back. Alright. In the meantime, what's Bloob up to?
He is going to walk away. He's walking away from the Quippers,
Mm-hmm.
going farther down the river to where there are no Quippers, and looking for more stones.
Of course. You
But
will.
keeping an eye so the Quippers don't come back.
Woof.
The dog barking at something.
Okay. So you're just continuing to look for more
Yeah.
shinies.
Yep.
Okay. A Quetzalcoatlus lands nearby and begins drinking from the river.
What dinosaur is that?
That is the pterosaur that's as big as a giraffe.
Alright. I'm just going to wave at it and continue searching.
Not phased.
Not
Debating if
impressed.
I want to turn it into
Come
a
back when
pet.
you're as big as a bus.
What did you say, Scott?
Oh no, I said he's not impressed. Come back when you're big as a bus.
Silly Toby is whining. But yeah, he's a pretty big dude. Are you just gonna keep?
You know what? I'm going to go up and speak to him.
You gonna try and talk to him? Do you have speak with
Speak
animals?
with animals.
Oh, you do. Cool. What'd you say to him?
Hello there.
You can talk.
Yeah, I can talk.
Never seen a slime that can talk.
Yeah, not many can.
What are you doing, slime?
I definitely need a fucking
I'm
long rest.
finding these cool rocks.
Ah. The bright rocks.
I was on 6
Yeah, the bright
hit
rocks.
points. 6.
What are you doing?
Drinking. If I have to catch some fish while I'm doing it, all the better. But bright rocks are good for lighting caves. Help light nest up too at night.
So yeah.
I can see that.
It's not very safe around here.
I know.
You know,
It's not safe anywhere, really.
you know of the leeches.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Which one is it?
No, I don't.
You don't know of the leeches.
No.
They have a settlement nearby.
Are they humanoids or are they actual leeches?
They walk on 2 legs, like the humans, but they are leeches.
Oh, the blood drinkers.
Yes.
Yes, I know about them. I'm staying there currently.
They have not harmed you.
Well, I don't have anything for them to eat.
I see.
They eat blood, but I don't have blood.
What do you have?
Slime.
You are just slime through and through.
I mean, I have a core, but otherwise, yeah.
Strange.
Slime. I get that a lot. So what are you up to today? Or tonight?
Just taking a trip. Had to stop to rehydrate. Perhaps get a
I
snack.
see.
Thought you might be a snack at first, but you are not.
No, I'm not that tasty, I'm told.
Others have tried.
Yeah. I think 3
3 have tried.
in total? 3 have tried, yes.
What came of them?
One didn't like it, so he spit it out.
He's not behind you. He's in the corridor whining. Go on.
What's the other?
Once.
Trying to think of the other one. I know there were 2 incidents for sure. Oh yes, a troll ate, took off my arm and leg, and some fish tried to eat me.
Her. Are you sure you're okay being here? You do not want.
Yeah,
Well, if you're sure.
I was thinking of exploring even deeper.
Well, I can take you to other places.
You wouldn't mind?
I don't mind. It's good to have conversation while flying.
Sure.
We'll climb on then.
Blue climbs on top.
And the Quetzalcoatlus takes off into the air and flies away with you.
He's going to keep an eye on, just keeping eye off into the distance of where the village was.
Okay. So, why didn't you ask the Quetzalcoatlus to wait while you gather the rest of the party? Or tell them that the rest of the party existed, even?
Because I'm stupid.
Okay. So,
Out of character, I'm stupid.
Bloob is leaving with the Quetzalcoatlus. Do you want to make a new character, or what do you
I'll
want?
send my drink after them. Shit. I fucked up.
I mean, if you want, while you're in the air, you can suddenly realize, oh shit, my friends, and then either tell the Quetzalcoatlus to land, or just throw yourself off the Quetzalcoatlus and land near your friends.
Sir,
Splat.
I forgot to tell my friends where I was going.
Brother.
He's going to point towards the direction he last saw them.
You'd probably... Yeah. Okay.
I'm stupid.
Fair enough. Okay. The rest of you see a Quetzalcoatlus land near you. Oh. Scott might notice that Bloob is on its back.
Gloob hops down. Hi, guys!
Oh.
There were big bird dinosaur creature.
Yeah.
Out of character, does
He's a
it speak
friend.
like Orin or anything like that, or is it just big old bird?
Big old bird.
Big old bird that only speaks bird.
It's a beast. So unless you have talk with animals, it doesn't talk.
Okay.
Unless you have speak with animals, it doesn't talk. It doesn't have a
No,
language.
she does not. Okay.
So Bloop, tell
Yes.
them what the Quetzalcoatl has offered. Quetzalcoatlus has offered you.
So, my friend here has offered to take us around and explore
Hey, buddy.
the plains and take us away from the leeches.
I'm gonna assume by
leeches?
the leeches you mean the vampires?
Yeah.
Ah. I mean, I'm down.
The animals call him a leech. Them leeches.
Scott and Raquel, what do you think?
I mean, to be fair, I don't think we want to go too.
You don't want to go too far?
Yeah, mainly because we know there's a portal here, and it may lead us to Alzgurad.
Ah, shoot, you're right.
Hmm.
But no, exploring the plane does seem like it would be an interesting idea, though.
Hmm.
Also,
I
Scott's just thinking about this as
okay,
opportunities
anyway.
on harvesting.
Raquel's fine with exploring or seeing or whatever. She's a leaf in the wind. Or a feather on the wind.
Anyway. Have you guys all watched the Firefly movie? Serenity?
No.
Okay,
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
fair enough. Anyway. So, I won't tell the joke I know about that scene, because you won't get it.
I have watched Firefly.
And Serenity? Or just Firefly?
Oh, both. Both, darling.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I've seen both of them, but it's been so long, I don't know.
How do reavers clean their harpoons?
How
I
do
don't know.
reavers clean their harpoons?
They run them through the wash.
Oh. Ooh.
Anyway. So, yeah. You all climbing on the back of this Quetzalcoatlus and seeing where it takes you.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Adventure! So you soar off into the air on the back of this Quetzalcoatlus, heading to destinations unknown. The first rays of the sun beginning to break over the horizon. And we'll put a pin in it there. I hope you guys at home have enjoyed listening to this as much as we've enjoyed playing. If you'd like to join this game or any of the others, there is a link in the description below to the Games and Geekery Discord server. Come find us, it's fun. And in the meantime, no matter what